All right, y'all, how y'all doing? Day number 6, 25 days of Fitmas. Today we're doing delt raises. All right, so I'm gonna start fairly light. Go ahead and grab a pair of 25s. Now, this is light for me. This may very well be heavy for you. Anytime you work in shoulders, you work in small muscle groups, small muscles, you want to start off with lighter weights until you can control it. So your three typical areas, you got the lateral delt raise with the neutral grip, coming up to the side, come all the way down. You want to keep the arms fairly straight. Again, if you aren't able to come all the way up here, controlled, and then come back down, then the weight's too heavy for you. Go lighter. It's always better to start with a lighter weight and build your way up. So your lateral delt raises, that's raising, there's 3 heads on the deltoid on your shoulders. 3 parts of that muscle right there. So coming out lateral, you're working that medial head that you're going to see most of the time. Really, it looks like the back half of the deltoid. Like if you look at a real buff, real cut up person and you look at their shoulders, the deltoid will look like it's a muscle here in the front and a second muscle here. But there's also a third portion of the deltoid deep back in here. It's a smaller portion of the muscle, and that's why the movement for it is also small. So again, the lateral delt raise, you're working that medial head of the deltoid. Come all the way up and all the way down, full range of motion. Now, in truth, if you really want to get crazy, I can come for the lateral, come here and come all the way up there. Because in truth, when you're working with free weights, you want to move until that weight, you want to continue the movement while the weight is in line with the ground. Once you come out up like this is the full range of motion of my shoulder coming up. So in truth, I can bring that weight all the way up here and I'm still working that deltoid muscle. So you might see a lot of bodybuilders or a lot of people in the gym doing their lateral delt raises and coming to here. That's because, truthfully, that's the midpoint. That's the midpoint of the muscle, and that movement style is purpose just to build size in the muscle. Now, I'm trying to build strength throughout the entire range of motion of the muscle. So I come all the way up to where my shoulders stop going. That's the lateral delt raise. Now you got the neutral front raise. Again, neutral is just talking about the position of my hands. My hands are in this neutral position right here at my side. That's their normal position, right? So I'm gonna come up and bring those deltoids to the front and together. Again, you want to move controlled. If you feel the need to have to rock back and forth, like if you're sitting down doing delt raises and you got to do this shit here to get it up, then you're not really lifting the weight. You're moving the weight, but just because the weight's moving doesn't mean you're moving effectively or that you're moving the weight correctly. Form is always everything. Now, sometimes for my front raises, I might stand up and lean forward a little bit just to get a little more, to change the angle in the access point just slightly. Here. I always want to come up to meet my eye level. Now, again, that range of motion thing with the front raises, truthfully, I can come all the way up here. This is where you can stop here because that's where this muscle alone stops. A lot up in here. I can still feel the muscle flexing as I come all the way up. Like I'm touching it. Now, it's not just moving, but the muscle itself is flexing to do this movement here. So I want to make sure that I'm starting from 0 and going all the way to 100. I use those numbers 0 to 100 from nothing to all the way. I'm not talking about my degrees because the position in degrees is other numbers that I didn't. Okay. So now that this microphone is on, I don't know what you heard. I don't know how much you heard. So I'm gonna start from the beginning, which is hard because I'm cutting time. I gotta leave to go to work real soon in like the next 10 minutes to make it there on time. So neutral grip, lateral raises. Coming up, I'm coming all the way up because with this weight, I can handle the full range of motion and come all the way up. You really want to keep your arms to the side of you in this plane. You want to try and avoid the tendency to come forward here. It's very easy to, when you're doing the lateral raises, to want to bring that weight up here, which is fine if you're looking to hit both. But if you're looking to isolate, you want to stay in this plane of movement right here with that shoulder. Now, rear delt raises are a little harder. You can do them sitting down. I like to do mine standing up. So you just bring the weight from the hips here and pulling backwards. That's really it. So you're just pulling that arm back to work that rear deltoid. I like to bend over more to give myself a greater range of motion to move. So now the real deltoid is going from the stretched position and it's coming all the way up back here. So I'm getting that full flex and a full stretch at the end of the movement. Another way that you can hit the real deltoids is to do what I like to call grocery bags. Like if you're picking up groceries, your groceries, pick them up, what you do? You do just like this. That movement is working that real deltoid. So if you just come right here, bring the elbow up, that weight should end up coming slightly behind you. You can do this here, but I really like to keep the arm in this plane of motion, getting the muscle used to pulling this back here. Because while I pull this elbow back this way, I'm also getting a stretch and what we call the anterior deltoid. Anterior in the front, you think posterior. Posterior is your ass. Your ass is in the back. Posterior muscles are in the back. Anterior deltoid here in the front. So as I come up this way, I'm now giving this relief. Reason why it's important, I like to do all three as a set. So I'll do 10 lateral, 10 front, 10 rear. That way you're hitting all three muscle heads of this movement, and it allows you to minimize the weakness in your shoulder. If you are getting on the bench press and you are finding pain in your shoulder as you move, put that bar down, go get some dumbbells, and your delt raises is one of the exercises that you need to do. We put so much stress on our shoulders without properly strengthening our shoulders in the right way. All right, I got about 3 minutes left. So I'm going to go through all three. Again, like I said, all the following videos after the first two, they're not going to be super long. Now, the other way you can do this exercise is with cables. but none of the cable machines are open right now, and I don't have enough time to wait. So what I will do is no, you can go across. Don't worry, no problem. What I will do is actually I can come back in after I get off at about 2 because this stays open 24 hours today. I'll shoot that this afternoon. As a matter of fact, I'll go live again with that one because I'll put a full workout in that way because I ain't got enough time to get a full workout here. So again, lateral raises up to the side as high as you can handle. Again, I'm coming all the way up here because I can handle this 25-pound weight. If I was to go up, let's say 40s. Now, I know I can bring the 40 up to the regular shoulder level. I don't know if I can do the above and beyond, but we about to find out right now. That's as high as I'm getting with the 40s. Again, I drop down to 25s. I'm able to come up higher. I have better control of this weight here than I have of these weights here. Now, I still will do the 40-pound weights in order to build, in order to keep the body in on building the strength to get to this level. But it's a lot harder. And front raises. Come on. Full range of motion of what I can handle with this weight. That was 25. I'm going to show you the 40s. That takes a shit ton more effort and control than it does 25s. Me doing the shoulder work with the 40s might be impressive to y'all or whoever else around me, but impressing people around me don't mean shit if I'm not getting all the work done that I was supposed to. Now we got the rear delts. Again, you can do this sitting down. If you do them sitting down, you want to follow that line that your ass make. So you want to come back under your ass and the back behind it here. This position here, I'm focusing in that rear delt. Hey, what else is doing that side? 4? Hold on. I gotta even that shit out. Who is? Somebody send me a text message. All right, I'm gonna finish these. I'm gonna do the set with the 25s and the. Oh yeah, you go across. All right, now I'll show y'all with the 40s. Now the swing that you see, I'm not swinging the weights. As I bring them back, I'm focusing. I'm letting the weight, I'm letting that inertia carry it back down. That is, I'm focusing my power and my effort, everything on the way up here. As I come down, I'm fully relaxed. I'm just letting the weight move in its natural position, that natural pendulum swing. Once it gets here, I start the activation again to pull back. So all of my effort is back this way. The only strength I'm really using on the way forward is my grip strength, controlling that weight so it just don't fall and hit the floor. Let me slide it sideways so you can see me go through these last few as I dip the fuck up out of here. Okay. Yeah. Now, it's very possible that I didn't get as high with the 40 pounds as you saw me get with the 25s. That's okay, because while I'm aiming to go higher, the muscles are doing the fullest that they can. 25. No, you good. You good. Look, y'all see me telling people a lot. You good? Go ahead, go across. Cause I don't believe in like making motherfuckers say out your fucking way. I got the firm belief that if you're gonna record your workout, set your shit up where it's least likely to be interfered with, and if not, you set up in a position where people are gonna be walking around and shit. Then you can't bitch and moan because you want to lock up an area. We ain't about that. All right. Thank y'all for being here. I got to run. I'm going to come back after my shift over at about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. No. I'm over at 2. So yeah, we should be starting about 2:30. The live should be about 2:30 in the morning. And I'm going to do all the Delt work over on the cables. Shit. My legs are still tired from yesterday. And I just did the leg press on the Smith machine because somebody asked me about it. Actually, the question that was asked, somebody said, how do I get my local Planet Fitness to get the leg press machine? I simply said, talk to your gym manager. I've never worked for Planet Fitness in particular, but having worked for multiple gyms, I understand how the process goes and works. Now, depending upon how your facility is set up, they may or may not have already allocated the space. But a lot of times that's just a matter of once you get equipment, just moving shit around. But I'm going to go ahead and go. Yeah, because I'm supposed to be on shift in 10 minutes. Luckily, I drive well. I ain't going to say I drive fast. I identify as a safe driver. Regardless of what you want to call me. I am a safe and good driver. But peace and love. Thanks, Dragon Riders, for riding with me. Again, I'm going to come back at 2 o'clock, 2:30, do the live, show y'all the deltoid exercises on the cables. But this is day 6. Peace and love to all in one. I love y'all.